Reaper. Time for Reaper. Specifically time for like this area of Reaper. Alrighty. We are going to get some stitching done. Oh, I just got home from work and we're gonna head out and meet up with some family type folk that are in town here shortly. So I had to squeeze this video in. I thought about doing it last night, but I couldn't because I had the NHL draft on. And because I had the NHL draft on, well, I shouldn't say, I wanted to watch it, so that's why I didn't do anything else. But I stitched on this all night while I was watching the draft, so I got a fair bit done. So that on top of this, what we're about ready to do, and we are going to be cooking. This will not be my typical 60-minute video. I won't be able to stitch that long, and I need to get, because otherwise I'm afraid it wouldn't get done until tomorrow morning, and I don't want to have to do a stitch with me first thing in the morning. My brain ain't active that early. It doesn't work like that. So we are just going to get rocking and rolling if we can remember how to do this. There, and this is there. So, boop, 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 boop. I got a lot of stitching done so far. If you check out the blog, you'll see that I got, let's see, what did I get done? I got done, I did some Old World Map 2. I got the page done on Rainy Waterloo Place. I stitched, which one did I also do? There was one other one that I did. Was it Apothecary? No, it wasn't Apothecary Shop. It was... What could it possibly have been? Old World Map 2. Rainy Waterloo... I'm about to turn around. Rainy Waterloo Place. Good gracious, I don't remember which one. Maybe that was it. I put pictures up on the blog, though, so if you're able to work on that, you're good. Or you're able to look at that, you're good. But just been stitching a ton lately, which is great. Great. Okay. I'm going to go down and stitch in here. So I've been looking for dachshund. You guys gave me some really good suggestions after that video, and there is one more place that I need to just dig into and just look and hopefully find it, or at least rule that area out. And it's in the bedroom. So that'll be something I do, possibly do tonight, if not tomorrow. And we'll see. It's got to be around here somewhere, right? I mean, there's just no way I would have gotten rid of it. Intentionally or unintentionally, that just doesn't happen. That just doesn't happen, man. Because I want to get stitching on it again. Gotta get rolling. Got so much to do stitching-wise. I'm like, I don't know, part of me is like, I really got to hop back on World Map 2. Every once in a while I'll look at it and be like, yeah, I'm supposed to get this thing done in my lifetime, and if I'm planning on living 150 years, I'm on good pace, but for most people, this would not be good pace. So, but I am making progress on Rainy Waterloo Place, and I'm done with the second row, and I have 2 pages done beyond that, so I'm over halfway through. And yeah, I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be real good. I think what I'm going to do is start and just do like the vertical rows, like come down like say if this is what I have left to do, like come down and do this page and then do this page and this page and this page, and then I just kind of fill in the picture all the way across. I think that'll be the best way to do it, to elucidate the painting or whatever it is a little better. That would be good. I'm trying to get caught up on my comments. I did about 50 the other day. I got like 500 to go. Oh, I got so far behind. Not doing the videos, not doing those one videos really put me behind. And keeping up with my comments. So I think I might just have to download that one program again. There's like an app on your phone that you can use to kind of help manage your YouTube account. And I think I need to put that back on so that if I'm like sitting in bed trying to go to sleep, I can do a couple dozen comments at a time and just keep up with it so much better. I think that would be a smart thing. Let me see here. Where am I? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. But it has been such a weird Colorado summer so far. I mean, technically yesterday is the first day of summer. Yesterday it rained like all afternoon and all evening. It never does that. I mean, it's just, it has been so nice and cool. I'm not even sure. We may have had one day in the 80s so far, and it's like almost the end of June. This is my favorite summer in the history of summers in terms of weather. This is the best. I'm loving it. And they actually closed, where my family's staying up in Estes Park right now, they actually closed the Trail Ridge Road up there, which is what takes him over the Continental Divide and from one side of Rocky Mountain National Park to the other. They actually had to close it, which I'm sure was not the best thing for visitors, but I'm sure the visitors came without proper winter gear. And so you don't want to get caught out in your shorts and short sleeve shirt. So I'm sure it's not terribly comfortable where everybody is up at, but I mean, it's been one of those, we've turned the air on maybe half a dozen times. Well, I shouldn't say the air, like the air in the bedroom at night, just to keep it cool in the bedroom. But I haven't been sort of pushed upstairs yet at all. After last summer, which was so flippin' hot, it was like, I think we had over 30 days straight of 90-degree weather, which is also not like us. So the weather is just, I had it there. The weather's just been nuts. Nuts. Tie this one off. So I'm enjoying it. It's just so much more comfortable. This is my perfect kind of weather. It's my perfect weather. Whew. Let's see, there and there and there and there. I feel like I've finally kind of gotten into this great pattern with Reaper where like I know how to stitch it now. Like I got the first row done. It was kind of a pain because I really didn't have a plan. But as you can see, I'm trying to stay, like, for the most part, trying to stay in a row across and just stitch as we come down. And this one, I gotta track down this color, this little bit of stuff that's coming down there that I don't have stitched, but that's just one color, so I'll track that down later and stitch it. But this is about half, roughly right here is about halfway down the page. So we're doing, ow, just poked myself. So we're doing good. Oop, I put my glasses back on. Whew. There's a bear in town, apparently. Some kind of little, it looks like a little baby bear. It looks like a juvenile. And everybody's trying to just kind of let it do its own thing and not mess with it. But I guess it's sticking around too long and it's starting to get into people's trash and stuff. So I don't know if they caught it or not. If they put a bear trap out, a humane bear trap. And if all goes well, the wildlife department catches it, takes it back up to the mountains. But we get mountain lions and all kinds of crazy things come through. So, par for the course. Gotta watch your little critters. Little Fargo got to come up stairs in the where's that? In the bedroom this morning to help wake me up, which was adorable because he loves to come upstairs and see me. Like he wags his tail, he cuddles, the only downside is that he sheds like crazy. And so, but he's one of those where I almost think that I could let him sleep with us at night, except I'd be worried that he would wake me up because I'd almost crush him all the time because I roll back and forth. Oh yeah, so my neck is doing a lot better. It's gotten better every day since that last adjustment. Finally got some things moving. It's almost 100%. Oh, that was a good, I don't know if you guys heard that pop. That was a good pop. That was a lower cervical pop there. And what was that noise? What the heck is that noise? Okay, hold on, I gotta pause this. Okay, I'm back. That was a Facebook video of one of our friends' daughters pole vaulting, which they actually have a pole vaulting kind of group or club or something here in Colorado, and she's learning how to be a pole vaulter, which is pretty freaking awesome. I like it. I like it a lot. But anyway, that was the weird sound. It was somebody cheering or doing something. It scared me. Oh yeah. Oh, anyway, so yeah, so the neck's definitely loosened up. I have a lot of muscle spasms and stuff, but for those of you who don't know, maybe you're newer to the channel, because I had some suggestions about different things. I have chronic neck and back problems, and I have seen orthopedic specialist, neurologist, neurosurgeons, blah, blah, blah. I have had a long history of my very physical job alongside of a lot of sports activities, and at one point I had a very bad neck that required not just one fusion, but one fusion and then come back a couple years later and then do the second fusion kind of thing, because the second site needed to be done. And so because of that, I still have chronic neck problems, and it's easy for me to see, I'm C4 through 6, so I tend to lock up a lot in my C7 sort of first couple vertebrae, thoracic, pretty easily sometimes. Probably happened because I was looking at my husband while we were driving in the mountains the weekend before, hitting the road, kind of having to try to stabilize my neck while I have it turned. My neck doesn't really like that a whole lot, so trying to figure that out. Ooh, my phone might run out of charge before we're done. That would not be good. Oh, the birds have finally decided to wake up. Have you now? Have you now? Yeah? So that's something that I've dealt with for a very long time, and probably the better part of a decade now. And which stinks, because I would love to work out a lot harder. I would love to lift weights again, do different things, but it's like a 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of a thing. So that's just my thing. That's just my thing. And the birds are very talkative. Oh, now they're not. Oh, we got a nice picture. I'll have to put it up on the blog. We got a nice picture of Carter looking like he was attempting to escape from the terrarium. My crested gecko. He was climbing up the hose that brings in the humidification, or the humidity, or whatever you want to call it. And he looked like he was trying to escape. My husband flipped open or took off his, highlighting here, took off his cover that we use for him at night, and he was sort of caught in that position, like, uh-oh, I got caught. There we go there. Did I say uh-oh, and you guys were all like, what? What did we do? Chirp, 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 chirp. Oi. So I'm finishing up a book that I have enjoyed. I started reading. I like John Scalzi. I think it's Scalzi. He's a science fiction writer. And I've read books by him. I read Old Man's War. And then I got most of the way through the sequel to that one, but I gotta go back and finish it. Right now I'm reading a book called Locked In. It's pretty interesting. Well, I shouldn't say I'm reading. I'm listening to it, of course. I'm an audiobook person. So that's good. Here. But that's, been doing that. Oh, we had the hockey draft. That's been about it. Trying to think of what else I've been doing. I stitched a lot on Thursday. I stitched like, the kind of stitching I did on Thursday was the kind of stitching that I did back, like, when I would spend the whole day stitching, instead of doing some of the things I'm doing nowadays. But I got a lot done. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, what did I do? There was like multiple things. I got Rainy Waterloo. I finished that piece. Maybe that was it. Maybe this is only my third one, but I don't know. Let me highlight here. That. Okay. Chirp, chirp. Chirp, 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 chirp. Chirp, 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 chirp. Chirp, 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 chirp. All right. I'm going to come over to this side. Look a little bit on that side. Yeah. Oh, I didn't bring up that color though, so let's do baba hum, baba hum, baba hum. Let's do this color and try to see where we are. Oh, and this morning, got up and it was like super overcast and cool. It's probably like 55 degrees. Very sleepy morning. Whoop, there we go. Come here, you. There we go. Oh, it as well. Duh. It as well. Yeah, I worked on it as well for a while. That's what I did. So good progress on that one. Oy. Oh. Wait. Wait. Ah! Chirp, chirp, chirp. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Chirp, 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 chirp. All right. Let's see here. What shall we do? I'm going to come down here and fill in some of this so make it easier for me going across. Up here. Oh yeah, that last pop really opened up my neck some. That is excellent. I'm very happy about that. Very happy about that. I got that little blue highlighter already on my hand. Ah. Oh yeah, we're making some progress. I like it. It's almost football season. We only got like a month until training camps open. That'll be fun. Hearing all the stories coming out of training camp. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Boop, 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 boop. Got a little bit of a drive ahead of us, but I'm not going to take any cross-stitch stuff with us. Just because I'm trying to get my neck 100%, so I don't want to be fixed-headed looking at stuff on our trip, even though it shouldn't be that big of a deal, but it's not nearly as long as the one we took last weekend. Okay, I'm going to highlight right here because I'm at a point where I'm like, where am I? What am I doing? Ooh. Okay, this will be good. Now I can tell where I'm at. That one. That one. Yeah. I don't feel like I have a lot to talk about other than just what I've been stitching on, because I don't feel like a whole lot else. No, not a whole lot to talk about. But I am glad I'm making a ton of progress. on all of this stuff, because definitely went through probably from the 2+ years I've been doing this channel, the biggest rut in terms of stitching that I've been in. And I didn't want to be in said rut. I just got in said rut. Doesn't help when I start playing video games too. That's been a problem. And thankfully I've taken a little bit of time off for the video games. But oh, I downloaded well, an audiobook. That third Frankenstein book by what's his name? What's his name? What's his name? What is his name? John? James? I don't remember. Anyway, getting into some of his stuff. Oop. Oh, that's nice. Oh man. Oh, my back says, just because you're better doesn't mean you can still sit up. Sitting up is hard to do. Sitting up is hard to do. Can't believe it's almost time for football season again. It's nice, but boy, it go by fast. Are you throwing stuff at me? Bird? Birds? Crazy birds. Nice. Just a nice chill day. Literally. Literally. Oh, I should have stretched out after I got off work. That would have been appropriate. What am I doing? Alright, so bum 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 bum. Come on there. I'm using a tiny needle this time. It's easier with this 18 count to use the tinier needle for me. I tried using a larger one, but it does not work as well. Ooh, yeah. I do have an inverter. I need to go hang upside down like Dracula. And stretch out the old vertebrae. Oh, there's half a stitch I didn't do. Oh gosh, doodly darned it. I remember one time when I was here stitching on this, and I was like, oh yeah, let me just go stretch my back out for a minute. And I went off to do that, and then I slept. I was laying on the floor and I fell asleep. It's not the best usage of my time, although sometimes naps are very important. But trying not to nap if I can help it. I'll probably nap in the car though. I kind of can't help that. Get sleepy. Oh man. Sorry, I just gotta stretch. Stretchy stretch. So after I do Reaper, I'm thinking, what else? Probably Apothecary Shop. Make some progress on Apothecary Shop. And wonders of the world if I'm okay with bending over as much as I need to kind of bend my neck over to do that piece. Oh, man. I should probably grab my charger anyway, because I have a feeling that the phone is going to die while I'm in the middle of this stitch with me, and it's going to just not be a good, it's going to be a very abrupt ending. And if it's like that, it'll actually be more difficult from an editing perspective. So I'm going to pause as soon as I get done with this little bit right here. I'm going to pause this and go get my charger and stretch my back for a sec. And hopefully I won't fall asleep. That's pretty good. Look at that. Alright, back. Alright, I'm back. I have returned. Phone is theoretically charging. Didn't really show up on here, but theoretically charging. So, ooh, I better highlight before I forget. Yay! Hooray! Ah! Nice. Very, very nice. Now I can come back down this row and work on this. I don't think I have a gridding pen up here, so I'm going to just work down this next bit here. So we are now 90 stitches down. That basically signifies 100 squares down now. So not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad. And just like that, done with that piece. Definitely feel like I'm making a lot faster progress on this page than I have on just about any other page that I've been working on. And it's absolutely because of just being able to I don't know, get in a rhythm. Know that I just, there's only like a half a dozen colors most of the time to work on here. So it's not bad at all. Let me see here. 3, 4, 5. I almost started working on a little bit of a honeybee portrait too, because it just popped up on my patterns were, and I thought, I could work on this one too. My San Jose Sharks fans out there, how do you feel about Erik Karlsson re-signing, especially for as much money as he signed for, and especially when the cap isn't quite as going to be as high as everybody thought it was going to be? I don't know. I just do not know. I do not know. Oh. Nappage. Not happening. Well, it might happen on the way there, but it shouldn't. It should not. Okay, let's do this. Well, that's pretty cool, the way that worked out like that. Oh, actually, I'm going to go down one more because it's the only stitch in this grid. It's right on that upper left one right there. I hear a very loud beagle because they're very distinctive the way they bray, or bay. Donkeys bray. I still want a baby goat. I still want a baby goat. Baby goat. Baby goat. Man, am I making some progress here? I'm excited. Really, if I'm looking at it, I've probably done like maybe 300 or 400 stitches at least in the last day or so. It's going to be a big improvement. I like it. I like it a lot. Let me highlight that whole row that I just did. That'll help keep me organized here. Plus a little bit right here. I'm surprised at how quiet the birds are being right now. It's so like them. Alright, I gotta recut this. What's up with you guys? Oh, you're eating, that's why. Okay. That would explain it. Is that one right there? I think this is one right here too. I saw this new PlayStation game, which I don't know if it's actually out yet, and it was all about like it's not the cooking one that everybody knows about, and I forgot what it's called, what that one is called, but not a snag. A snag. And it's all about making orders, and it'd be nice if I could put it on my Vita. Although my Vita, which is, I don't know, what, 6 years old now? I'm not even sure the thing still works. I found it when I was cleaning, looking for the Dachshund piece. And so I think it'll just be a PlayStation PS4 game. Or a PlayStation family. I got so many games that I haven't played. Crazy birds making noise. Oh, yeah. Right there. I'm purposefully using smaller strands of floss here that run out pretty quickly, just because I tend to have problems with larger strands, especially on the Stitch With Me's, not getting snagged easily. And I know there's other ways that I can kind of prevent them from getting snagged, but this is definitely this is a way that actually works for me and that I could do. Oh. Let me see here. Man, I've got a lot of stitching done. I don't want to use that color. Don't want to use that color. Here, let's use this color. Some 535. Huh. Alright. So we're going to get a little bit more done here. On this part up here. There we go. Let me double check. Is this where I need to be? Yes. Wasn't terribly hard finishing that Rainy Waterloo Place page. Just I reached a point where I was like, oh, I'll finish it another time, I'll finish it the week after. But then I was like, no, just get it done. Just finish it, and that way I can grid and show you guys where it's at, and then start working on the next page next week. That's how we make progress. Chirpy chirp. What? Got some caught on the back here. Got some other floss threads caught. Tell you what, I am getting hungry though. I am getting hungry. Ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. I'm just about done with what I'm going to do today because we are getting close to needing to leave. And I want to try and upload and put a couple things together with this video before I leave to make sure it gets out tonight, hopefully. That would be nice. Nice. So I'm just going to use up the last of this floss thread and we'll be good. Yeah, definitely gonna stitch on 1 or 2 more pieces this week before the next video. And thankfully, I don't think outside of our engagement today, I don't have anything else that I must do. Oh, well, except that there's a new update coming for World of Warcraft come Tuesday. So I gotta get other things done before Tuesday because I'll be checking all that stuff out on that day. Oh man. The back says, ha 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 ha, you crazy person. Just want to get past this little bit. When I make that sound, it's usually because I've almost dropped the needle on the back side. On the flip side, all right. I will see you guys real soon in my weekly update. I'll be putting stuff out on the blog and be getting some stuff done. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me and stitching with me. And hopefully you guys got some good progress made on your project too. I got some absolutely ridiculous progress made on this piece this week. And that makes me ridiculously happy. Here, let's take it out of this thing before we call it a stitch along time done. Alright. Look at that. Look at that. That's a lot done. Awesome. Alright guys, take care and I will see you this coming week.